Good evening and welcome. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. This is week 1421. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton, below the escarpment. This informal simplex net, originally founded by John, VE3JSU, is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. local time on 146.430. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. This should not discourage you from participating, and it may encourage some of you to improve your station. Keep in mind that relaying communications has a long history in amateur radio, and so we encourage the practice of asking for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. We ask that you please try and leave a 2 to 3 second delay between transmissions to allow other stations to break in. Are there any time-sensitive or mobile stations who'd like to check in first? Please come now. Remote. Okay, I have VE3GNP. Go ahead, Garnett. Welcome. How are you?
Not bad. It's quiet. How's my audio? I'm not sure I'm using a Bluetooth, so I'm using the microphone on my cell phone. I'm not a home modification.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like you're in an empty house there. Looks like the wife came and took everything and left the letter.
Yeah, maybe she did. No, I don't have a wife. I live alone. But yeah, I'm not talking about I'm on my cell phone tonight. So it's probably the room I'm in. I'm in the big closet room. Yeah, there's not much happening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's definitely an echo in there. And by the way, I do believe we are transmitting live on YouTube. And so if you just want to go to VA3CJZ and look for the live button and just check it out there.
I don't know if I'll be able to or not, but I'll still give it a look a little bit later on.
Absolutely, Garnett. Absolutely. Okay, then. Well, thank you very much for checking in, sir. I hope you stick around for a little bit. Let's see who else is out there want to check in the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now. Okay, I guess it's just you and I there, Garnett.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard night tonight for you, I guess. But yeah, I'm in a hard room here tonight. That's the telephone, but it's working anyways. I'm practicing my iPhone.
Oh yes, definitely. It's working. But like I said, the echo is. It's like I said. It sounds like you're just in a house with nothing else in there.
Yeah, how is my audio? Is it loud, soft, clear? What's my audio sound like besides the echo? Like how bad is the echo? Is it really bad?
Yeah, the echo. I don't know, makes up about 40% of your audio there. But it's loud. It's clear, and yeah, no issues with the clarity in that. It's just yeah, very echoey.
Yeah, sorry about that. This is the location I'm in.
I don't need to apologize there, my friend. So, how's Patty doing?
She got her cast taken off on Tuesday. Both casts are taken off on Tuesday. Now she's got two slings on, doing them, I guess, braces on them.
Sounds like you're sitting on a toilet.
Yeah, it might be. No, I'm just in the hollow room right now.
Yeah, whatever microphone you're using sure emphasizes that part. Garnet does. VE3PDL.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's myself when I'm talking on. Normally it should be good. It's probably because of the room I'm in.
Very good, sir.
All right. Well, hello there, PDL, VE3PDL. Thanks for joining the group. How are you?
Not too bad. Got the computer finished, thank goodness. So that's out of my hair. I get to sit down on my behind and play radio.
Ah, there we go. Very good then. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard there, we're streaming live on YouTube again. Hopefully the sound is a little bit better.
Oh yeah, right on. Well, as you heard, one of the dogs there, he's waiting to go out to the washroom. So I'll be back in a moment, and when I come back in, I'll pull up the YouTube there and see how she sounds.
Okay, very good then. Yeah, you go ahead and take care of the pooches, and we'll carry along and wait for you. Okay, that's VE3PDL, Paul on the top of the escarpment. Who else wants to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ, taking check-ins.
VE3WKG. VE3TOE.
Okay, I acknowledge VE3WKG and VE3TOE. Let's go to Kevin over here in the East End, my neighbor. Kevin, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad there, Chuck. Good evening to you and everyone on that. I'm tuned into your YouTube as well. I like that. I see both radios. I see you in there. It sounds good and clear tonight. Sounded nice. You must have been practicing. I like that little spring you got hanging your mic there too. Good for when you put it on box. Hey, you got 5 o'clock shadow or whatever on your head there too. It's not the shiny white baldness. Okay, I'll pass it back over to you, and I hear Steve out in Oakville there. VE3WKG saying good evening to all.
Okay, welcome, Kevin. Thanks for stopping in there. Hope you hang around for a bit. Next, let's go to Oakville. VE3TOE, Steve. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yeah, VE3TOE. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on that. Thanks for doing that, Chuck. And hi to Kevin over there in Hamilton. Not doing too bad out here. Just signing in the net, trying out a different radio tonight. So I don't know if it's broadcasting 100% perfect, but anyway, back to you, Chuck. How's things over there?
Well, we're hanging in there. Without getting into too much detail there, we just had a little bit of bad luck, but we'll get over it. Yeah, other than that, just been trying to practice up here on my cameras and audio and get everything right there. Hopefully, I sound good, or everyone else sounds good as well on the YouTube feed that we're doing now live.
Yeah, I just heard something about that. I gotta fire up the laptop to check it out. Go online. Sounds cool. Anyway, how am I sounding to you tonight? I'm just running an old radio ad in the box, and I wanted to sell it. So I just wanted to give it a little test drive here.
Okay, well, I've got you at full strength on this radio and antenna. Audio is good. Could use a little bit more bass in the audio, but I mean it's perfectly fine.
Okay, thanks, Chuck. Yeah, you're sounding good over here, full scale also. So yeah, I took this one out of the car a little while ago, and I was gonna sell it. So I guess anyway, yeah, I got another radio too. I'm gonna hook it up and give that a whirl too. Anyway, I'll be standing by here. Give me a shout next time you come around to me, and I'll talk to you then. VE3TOE, clear and back to net control.
Okay, there, Steve. Well, before you go, what kind of radio is that?
FT 7900.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still good.
Thanks, Chuck. All right, maybe I'll give it a go for a bit more and make sure everything's cool. Anyway, VTOE back to next.
Okay, yeah. I was just watching you on two radios here, and the other one has the other antenna, the Ringo Ranger rebuilt, and you're just like, I mean, if that was a 60, you're a 50 on that one, and you're full scale, of course, on this radio. So good job there, Steve. Let's see if anybody else is out there want to stop by. This is the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. My call is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton, below the escarpment. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Tango Tango Oscar. Victor Echo 3, Oscar Alpha Bravo.
Okay, I acknowledge Victor Echo 3, Tango Tango Oscar, and Victor Echo 3, Oscar Alpha Bravo. Let's go to Gary there. Good evening, Gary. Welcome.
Yeah, good day there. I see that we're having some weather changes here. I just checked out Weather Radio Canada there. There's other stations coming in there. So there's some inversion there happening.
Oh, is that right, eh? Okay. Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I was reading an article today about 800-kilometer-an-hour solar winds coming from a coronal mass ejection they just had yesterday, and so we were expecting it to hit Earth today and overnight, I guess.
Does it remove shingles?
Invisibly.
Okay. Well, yeah, it could interrupt communications a bit or enhance it, eh?
Yeah, one way or the other. But yeah, so far everyone's sounding good this evening, and so are you. Full strength and nice loud audio. And what do you have for us? You got any numbers?
Yeah, we do have some numbers, but they're not really good numbers. Total for Ontario was 1,890 today. And since we've been doing that, that was days 261 since we've been doing this COVID-19 net there. So it's come a long ways as far as this time frame has gone. Also, hospitalization. This is one of the areas I really don't like what's happening. 811 people hospitalized. ICU, 227. Ventilators, 129. And when we look at those numbers, they're picking up those areas that people really need those ventilators and stuff like that. But the people there, they need it right now. But the thing is if there's anything critical, there could be a shortage.
Yeah, well, I thought I heard them say the magic number for Ontario ICU beds was 150. And are we near or over that or what?
We're over that, 221. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's well above the 150 mark. So yeah, not good.
But again, the majority of the cases are Toronto, 517, Peel, 471, York, 187, and Durham, 75. So if you look at where it's happening, that's with the hotspot.
Yeah, and we're not too far away if we're not careful.
Well, Hampton had 77. Now, this is the other thing that gives us some knowledge. Hampton General, there's 41 patients in there. St. Joseph's, 7.
Seven. Okay. Yeah. For sure. So I don't know. Everybody's talking about vaccine now. Every channel on TV, all they talk about is vaccine. So That's another thing there. So, anyways, thanks for filling us in there, Gary. Anything else new with you there, sir?
No, I just want to just mention again with people, please wear your masks and keep the distance and wash your hands. That's all we have. This vaccine, I don't think we'll see it until maybe the spring there, because they're going to give it to everybody else that really needs it there, and then they'll hit us there with it. So it's going to be a while, and hopefully we have a normal summer next year. You know, if it works out, we could have a normal summer.
Yeah, that would be ideal for a lot of people's mental health. That's for sure.
And one of the things I've been trying to find out there, I haven't been able to find it, but on cars they have a Santa net. John Henry usually runs it, and I don't know if they're going to have it this year. That's one of the things there. But
Mm.
the kids get to speak to Santa. I don't know if you've ever heard that.
I did see something on the news where there was a drive-through tent where you could go and meet Santa. Is that what you're talking about?
No, on cars,
Oh,
the 80-meter net, they have Santa come up and talk to the kids.
oh, okay. Well, that's a great idea. That's great. What, do you know the time? When?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out whether they're going to do it this year. That's one of the things I was trying to find out. I haven't found out whether they're going to do it or not. I'm going to have to find out from Gary, see whether he knows.
They are doing it this year, Gary.
Oh, they are? Okay, that's good. Did they say when?
They did, but I don't recall what it was. V3PDL, by the way. And yeah, I'm on tires every day, and they are going to do it. And of course, it's being done over the radio, and you don't actually get to see Santa. I guess they're doing that. The video feed as well, like one of them Zoom things, or the other thing you guys are chucking them guys been using. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if they're using that or not. I'm not sure. But anyway, I did hear them say that there's a couple people that have signed up. They're going to do it, and everything's a go for that.
Yeah, well, that's excellent. That's excellent there. And, it's a good thing. I did the kids next door, and they just loved it. They just loved it there last year. And they couldn't believe Santa was on the air there. So, and I have a remote there, so I brought a portable next door, and that's how they did it. But anyway, it's great to have the kids just say, hey, yeah, that's Santa there, and it works out well.
Oh, absolutely. Especially since this COVID nonsense is going on, and they got everybody staying home. At least this gives the kids a little bit of pleasure over the Christmas season here.
Oh, you know what it is? It's just like Chuck there. He puts up those pantyhose over the fireplace. Eh?
Yeah, but they get a little bit stressed when he wears them all week before he hangs them up. That's the problem.
Okay, you take care there, and Chuck, you take care too.
Okay, there, Gary. Thanks for coming by. Much appreciated, sir. Have you? I guess you went for your walk already.
Not yet. That's why I'm hurrying up to do it there. But yeah, you got to get that exercise. That's the only thing that's keeping me sane there in retirement.
Yes, sir. I hear you. Okay, well, enjoy your walk. It's not too bad out there, I don't think, but it's getting chilly. Okay, that's Gary, VE3TTO on the escarpment, West Hamilton. Let's go to VE3OAB. Phil, good evening, sir. Welcome.
Hi. Good evening there to everybody that's listening on ham radio and YouTube. And is it going to be like on 24 hours, or is this going to be when this is operating?
No, if you're referring to live on YouTube, no, this is only going to be on for the net for the time being. And if it turns out that it sounds good, after I rewatch it, there we might we'll do some more, and maybe we'll do some other nets like Ontars. We'll do an hour here and there, or any of the other nets there. So yeah, we're just doing a first test run for the AREG tonight, there, Phil.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, I was thinking when you said that, up north may be able to come down south and come in.
I'm sorry. What do you mean by that?
JSU?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, geez, last time I spoke to him was a couple of weeks ago, I think, and he said they had what was it, maybe 20 centimeters, 10 centimeters on the ground, something like that.
Yes, I understand that, but if he's got the internet, could he do the reverse and come into the net from up there down here?
Well, yeah, well, he can certainly log in and watch and go into the chats and put some comments in the chat side of things. But that's all I can think of at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm glad that at least U2 is up and I'm transmitting over the internet, which is quite unusual. And I hope things are going good for everybody out there. And we may be in for a slight flare storm. I think they said the 10th, 11th, and 12th from WWB. And things could be good or they could be bad, depending upon how we get the flare on the earth here.
Right, right. That was yesterday morning. They saw the coronal mass ejection from the sun, also known as a CME, and said that we were going to feel it probably overnight tonight into the next couple of days. So that should be interesting there, my friend. I was just looking at the solar flux index on QRZ. I think it's at 81 right now. And so, yeah, it was nice when he was up there over 100, but yeah, got to be patient. It'll come.
Yes, that's quite true. All we can do is work with what we have, and if it isn't good, well, we got to live with it. And if it's terrific, then we're really happy about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything new with you there, Phil?
No, not at this time. There's nothing new here, except everybody keeps on complaining about the weather we're having. Some of them want it sunny and hot. Others want it 20 feet of the good stuff.
Yeah, especially if you're a skier or like doing outdoor winter activities for sure. Well, hey, it's not officially winter, but usually once we get into December, we Canadians we always say, oh, it's winter, so it's to be expected, and they're even saying we're going to be getting uh, a milder winter than normal. So I'll take that. Currently, right now, it's 3 degrees in Hamilton at the airport, feeling like 1. Winds are 6 to 9, so that's not too bad.
No, it isn't. The only thing I don't like is the humidity and trying to keep the humidity away from me. I can take the cold. It's the dampness I don't like anymore.
I fart harder than that.
Absolutely, Phil. I got distracted there for a second. My knees bother me unless I turn the furnace up a little bit, because other than that, my knees just really bother me.
Yeah, I don't know if I stepped on someone there or not, or they went over me. That other party, go ahead.
Sorry, Phil. It's Paul here, V3PDL. No, it was my rudeness. I keyed up while you were keyed up there, just to make it funny about Chuck was talking about how fast the wind gusts were. He said 6 kilometers an an hour or something, and I just keyed up and said I fart harder than that. So I apologize for keying with you, sir.
Well, that's okay. I guess anybody that was listening in on YouTube couldn't understand what was going on.
Yeah, that's right. But he did the right thing there, Phil. He keyed up and said it was him and explained what it was that he said. So we'll forgive him.
Yes, that's quite true. We'll forgive him for hitting the button too fast and not leaving the spacing. Well, I'm going to switch it back to you and see if anybody else out there wants to check in. So VE3OAD on standby.
Okay, very good, Phil. Thank you much for stopping by and saying hello. We'll get back around to you soon. Let's see who else is out there want to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Room. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Taking check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
Okay, I hear Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Good evening, Arpad. Welcome.
Hello, Chuck. You looking good on YouTube there? And I made a comment. Nice haircut. I like your haircut. And yeah, I seen one thing. I like the way how you're hanging your microphone and the little toroid on the microphone. Actually, that's supposed to go to the other side, right at the radio side, because what you're trying to do is basically it's not going to act the curly cord as an antenna. So if you have time, just take that off and put it right at the connector at the radio end. You're gonna need a little screwdriver, so don't break your fingernail. Yeah, good to see you. And I see you have what, two cameras hooked up, and yeah, just wondering. You have two radios there, and two of them is receiving on the same frequency, and you transmitting with one of the radio. You don't want to transmit into that radio for one of them. You know what I mean?
Yes. I was originally using it to switch over to see someone's incoming signal there. I just forgot to turn it away from there, so I just did that. Thank you for pointing that out, Arpad, and the for the toroid as well.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, the toroid is always goes. Basically, what it is, it cuts the wire, so it doesn't pick up the resonation of uh, the um, the radio, what you're transmitting, and if you're putting it right to the microphone, it's not going to do too much because that's good. The part what you want to cut, it's closer to the radio. But anyways, yeah, good job. And I like the two camera setup. I have like I don't even know how many cameras. I have to go down to the basement and look into the junk collection, and maybe I'll hook up some cameras. Put one in the window so we can see the weather conditions as well. Might as well. Why not, right? Good setup, and yeah, I'm not going to hang out too much. It's dog walking time, so we're just going to go for a short time because it's a little bit coolish out there. Good job, Chuck, and thank you very much to let me check into your net. And you are coming in here on the 2 meter side, loud and clear. And I guess my signal is good. Let me just play a little bit. Sorry, guys, if I'm going to hold the net here for a second. I'm just turning my power down and see how my power drop is, if it's going to drop down or not. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, looks like we have a little delay. I went down to 1 watt, putting out 1 watt right now. Let me check on my meter here. Yeah. And 1.5 watt, and it looks to me it's full scale still. So I don't know. Maybe your radio is wrong.
Yeah, it's a very generous meter, I must say. But we're not too far away there, Arpad, and if the conditions are good and quiet, I did notice a little bit of noise on the receive when you brought it down to 1.5 watts, and so that's how I could tell you turned the power down.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, a good test, and yeah, there's a little delay, of course, but it's not that bad delay. It's quite good. I just turned the power back up, so yeah, putting out actually I'm putting out 50 watt. This radio, I'm using an ICOM radio, an ICOM 7100. What you guys see on YouTube on the display, and puts out only about 32, 35 watt on the 440 side, but puts out exactly 50 watt on the 2 meter side. So I don't know. I don't know why it does that. 35 watt and 50 watt. It should be 45, 40 watt. But anyways, that's the way it is. Um, yeah, I'm going to compliment one more time to your haircut. You're looking good. And you're ready to go to the army, I see. 73, I'll talk to you guys later. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
He wants a perm like yours, Arpat.
Oh, yeah, I'll send you a nice honeydew picture.
Oh, Arpad chopped it all off there, Paul. I saw him last month there, I guess. And yeah, it's all gone.
Yeah, Roger. That's funny that I see you there, Chuck. So yeah, when I say a funny, I can look and see what your facial expression is.
Oh, there we go. Okay, very good then. Kevin, I think, was playing with me there, keyed up on I had the volume on the other radio.
This is a pretty funny setup.
It's a funny setup. Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I'm watching online there, Chuck. Sorry, I missed the delay.
Okay, very good then, Steve. That's right. We're transmitting live on YouTube. Just go and type in VA3CJZ, my call sign, in the search box, and when the page comes up, just look for the live button. So this is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Are there any other people that want to check in? Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Radio Bravo Mobile.
Okay, I hear Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Bravo. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening to all. That name here is Mike. Mobile here just in North Oakville. Go ahead.
I'll copy that. You're in Oakville, are you? Well, you're coming in pretty good over here. Bring it back.
Hey, Roger. Here we go again. His name is Mike. I just finished work and heading home. I'll keep it in Milton. I've checked in there before, but probably not as good signal. Go ahead.
Right. Well, the signal is fluctuating up and down a little bit. When it's up, it's nice. It's up there around 10-15 S units, so that's not too bad from Oakville there. Over.
Roger. Yeah, just running a Yeezo 857D, running 50 watts into a Diamond G7500, I believe it is. After a while,
Okay, well, that last transmission there was a little bit broken up. I caught part of it, but you're running a 857D, and I'm running the 857, the smaller cousin there. But at the moment, I'm actually transmitting on a Yaesu 2980, and that's the 80 is because of the 80 watts it does. But you're sounding great from Oakville there, Mike. Thanks for checking in. Much appreciated, sir. And whereabouts do you live?
Milton.
Copy that on the Milton. All right, sir. Well, thank you for stopping by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. It's been around for 1,421 weeks, and that equals to 27 plus years. I haven't been doing it that long, but that's how long the net has been going on. So thanks again, and hopefully we'll catch you next time. Okay, Mike. Thanks again. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Bravo Mobile. Okay, let's see if anyone else out there would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton.
Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Kilo India, Sean and Milton. Milton.
Okay, I hear Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Kilo India. Sean, good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening and welcome to everybody listening to your net. I can see myself there on your scale there. It looks like I'm coming in pretty good,
Yeah.
which is good to know. And I'm just curious too. I'm going to do what Arpad did there. I'm going to turn down my radio here and see how well you can hear me at these wattage that I'm doing. So, well, there's 10.
Okay, well, as you can see, the signal did fluctuate down a little bit there, and the audio went down as well. So the radio is picking up a signal, just not the audio is coming through that well.
Okay, well, I just turned it up here just a little bit more, and we'll go with that, I think. But anyways, I want to be here, and you have yourself a fine evening, and when you get to it, the AKI.
Okay, Sean, thank you, sir, for stopping by. VA3 Alpha Kilo India. Anyone else want to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Romeo Whiskey, Juliet.
There we go. Victor Echo 3, Romeo Whiskey Juliet. Good evening there, Chris. Welcome.
Good evening, and we're listening along on the stream. Pretty cool. No traffic or anything, and I'm on my way to another net, so I won't be around for other rounds. I had no idea this net's been going that long, though. 27 years. Holy smokes.
Yeah, and the founder was VE3JSU, John, who now resides in Manitouwadge and never wants to leave. So he's enjoying his retirement, and I've taken over the reins, I guess. Anyhow, Chris, if you want to do a test with your power, please do so.
Okay, sure. Let's see here. Here's about 80 watts. 80 watts. And here's 45 watts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 45 watts. 10 watts. 10 watts. And all the way down to 5 watts.
Okay, very good. I don't know if you've been watching the YouTube stream there, but the signal did go down, and with that, the audio started to get a little bit, I don't know, bacon frying a little bit there. You could hear some white noise as the power went down, but totally legible. We could communicate with you doing only 5 watts there, Chris.
Okay, how am I full power though? Hopefully I'm somewhere over S9.
Oh yeah, you're full strength actually. But I've been told this meter is generous, but it does pull in stations from far away, so I'm happy with that.
Okay, well, you are full quieting out here, so, something like S9.
Okay, very good then. Yeah, I'm really happy with this radio. So how about you? You have acquired a amplifier, I understand.
Yeah, I used Mirage. Everyone kept telling me look for old ones, before they were bought by MFJ. And found a couple on eBay actually, one for 2 meters and one for 70 centimeters. So we have a little more juice on both bands if we need it.
you don't mind me asking, how much was the one for 70 centimeters?
About 300. It wasn't cheap, but they want something ridiculous, like over 600 for a new one, not counting tax and everything. So a lot of money, but I don't know. I think it's psychological, wanting more power.
More power. Remember the Tool Man Taylor? Tim the Tool Man Taylor, I should say, on Home Improvement there.
Yeah. Anyway, so wasn't cheap, but it's we can't go any higher with antennas or go for a beam. So we're just sort of maximizing the station.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to make concessions, but you can still make changes. All right, Chris, I know you got to run. Thanks for stopping by, sir. Much appreciated. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yep, catch you next week. And the guy right after me was full quieting too. I don't know if he's near Ancaster, but really loud.
No. Okay, then. That other station, please come ahead. Oh, you mean before you? Yeah, that was VA3 Alpha Kilo India. Sean, and where the heck was he?
Oh, I think he's in Milton. Wow, did I just hear Intermont on your end on the stream there?
I think it was the squelch. I had it turned a little bit too low.
Oh, okay, I heard something in there. All right, thanks a lot. Back to you, Chuck, the 3RWJ.
Okay, Chris, thank you again for stopping in. Anyone else want to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, streaming live on YouTube under my call sign VA3CJZ. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Uniform.
Okay, I hear Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Uniform. Good evening, welcome, how are you?
Somebody doubled there. Yeah, I was in there too, Chuck.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay. Well, we'll try and get to him there after this gentleman. Okay, Tom, go ahead, sir.
Oh, good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net. Yeah, I heard a couple doubles there. Yeah, I just figured I'd stop in and say hello before I go to sleep for the night there. Check in, and nice to hear you. Nice to hear a good crowd in there tonight. And not too much is new at this end. I got myself a hot spot here, so I'm going to try to figure out how to get that thing going on DMR. And other than that, not much else is new at this end, so I just figured I'd add an extra piece of spot there, Chuck.
Oh, okay there, Tom. Yeah, that's right. You're early to bed, early to rise. Okay, Tom. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. Number one, and so yeah, thanks for stopping in, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great rest of the week, sir.
You too, Chuck. 73. V3CJ is good. V3CEU.
Okay, anyone else like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Taking check-ins. Please come now.
VA3 PF8.
Okay, I acknowledge VE3 PFH. Sounding good this evening there, Pete.
How you doing, everyone else? Just being in the pod as usual. Dogs are walked, and sitting back that we say hello.
All right, very good. So you got your antenna connectors straightened out now?
Yeah, just got to find a better radio there now, Roger.
Yeah, well, we are close, and you're hitting me full scale as well, so that's to be expected. So very good then. All right, you're going to listen along. We're streaming live on YouTube if you want to punch in my call sign there in the YouTube search box and look for the live button.
Yeah, we'll check her out for sure. Yeah, definitely. All right, we'll let you get back to the others there. We'll sit back and listen. B3 PFH.
Okay, thanks, Pete. That's Victor Echo 3, Papa Fox Hotel. Anyone else like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3 CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now.
VE3 LBI and Art's in there too, calling at you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, you know what? I don't have the beam set up at the moment, so I may need you to relay for me. But I'm going to give a call out on my other antenna and my other radio, and we'll see if we can get Art from there.
Yep. Okay, go ahead, Chuck. I'll listen.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Charlie, India. Art, are you there? Okay, there, Larry. Why don't you do a relay for me? I do not have the beam set up at the moment.
Yeah, Art, Chuck does not have the beam set up at the present time.
What is that?
Yes, Art, it's very damp outside, almost all like a fog. It's a bit of a mist coming, maybe causing some little issues with the transmissions back and forth. Anything to report to the net that I can pass on to Chuck? Go ahead, please. Did we lose you, Art? Where'd you go? Yep, did not copy that last transmission there. I say, is there anything I can pass on to Chuck for the net tonight from yourself? Okay, so comment was to you, Chuck, that he's glad you're back on the net doing it. PDL did a good job last week, but we missed you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very nice of Art to say so. And I hope he's feeling better. I know he's been under the weather there for a few weeks, so hopefully he's feeling a bit better. And I'm glad he was able to check in to the net and tell him I'll be better prepared next week, and I should have the beam pointed his way. If I get a chance, I'll try to set it up there, but I may have to knock out the audio for a minute because the rotor makes a lot of noise here.
Yep, okay, so I remember that all. I wish you guys should make these back and forth things for relays shorter. Anyways, Art, Chuck says thanks very much for the compliment. He's going to try to set up maybe possibly the beam to point at you. And one question was, how are you feeling this week, sir?
Yeah, see?
He just doesn't have everything set up properly right in your direction. Chuck, back to you. Art is feeling better. And
on. Just hang on 1 second. Art, go ahead, please. Yeah, okay, you'll take a standby now and let Chuck carry on with the net. Okay, no problem. Okay, Chuck, back to you. I was going to take a standby there. B3LBI for the relay there.
Okay, thank you, Larry. I also have you down, and we'll turn it over to you, sir. Thanks for the relay. And how's things? What's new? I love the pictures of the you and the baby there. Over.
That's the first time I've held the grandson since March. So that's the one in the backyard in the snow there, the two of us.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first time I held him since March. So that was a nice day, and we were outside, and I was downstairs actually, and Jessica called me out. So we were out in the back for a bit there. Things are good, Chuck. Washing machine's put in place, running. Wife was happy with it. It's doing a lot better than the old one was. So I guess newer technology, but still not the old-fashioned type. Too many dials, switches, and buttons to play with. Although it does self-set its when you turn it to the different settings. But my goodness, I'm telling you, going from doing your hair to washing your toes and the thing.
Oh yeah. So it all went good with the install then.
Yeah, the son-in-law was over, and we got it all balanced in there. Front loads are a little rough. Got to be pretty well level. If not, they'll walk. But we see him done a pretty good job on it. So she's had it. I don't know. She put 3 or 4 loads through it over the period of time, and it seems to be fine. So other than that, I'll pass it back over to you for now, and maybe you got some other check-ins behind me here, and I'll keep a list for Art when you want to call him up.
Okay, Larry, that sounds great. Yeah, absolutely. You need a level when setting up a washer and dryer. Same thing with a refrigerator. A lot of people don't know this, but your refrigerator will not cool things inside if it's off level as well as if it was level. I found that out years ago with I think it was a bar fridge, and it was kind of tilted, and it wasn't uh, keeping cold very well. And someone told me, "Well, level it out." Sure enough, it worked. I don't know how that is, but maybe it's because the compressor was tilted. I don't know.
Yeah, well, most appliances, you're right. They should be leveled. I don't know about a gas stove. The flame will probably come out a little crooked. That's all I can say.
Yeah, nobody wants a crooked flame. Okay, very good. So, anything else new there, Larry?
No, not at the present time, Chuck. So, like I said, I'll pass it back over to you, Chuck, for some more people. Maybe get behind me there for new check-ins. BE3, I'll be clear.
Okay, very good, Larry. Thanks again. VE3LBI on the escarpment. Now, let's go to the contest announcements that I had here. Where is it? There it is. Okay, here we have it. Now, the one I'll be interested in, there's a few of them going on this weekend, but the ARRL 10-meter contest. Now, that starts on Friday at, 7 p.m. That's 0 Zulu time, December 12th, to 2400 Zulu time, December 13th. And that is geographic focus worldwide, participation worldwide. And that is for CW and phone on 10 meter only. And 10 meters. So that's the ARRL 10 meter contest. There's a couple of other digital ones, and there's a naval one. And geographic focus is Europe, participation worldwide. And that is for CW and single sideband, 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80 meters. There are more, and if you're interested in digital and all that, just go to contestcalendar.com. So contestcalendar is one word.com, and you can check it out there. With that, let's see if there are any new check-ins for this week. This week's Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins.
Victor Alpha 3, obey your leader.
VE3 TOE recheck.
Okay, hold on there, Deb. Let's go to Steve with the recheck there. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey Chuck, sorry, I didn't know how long I'm going to be able to stay around, so I decided to recheck in on this different radio. And anyway, good to hear Debbie in there and Art and everybody. Um, anyway, back to you, Chuck. V3TOE, back to net control.
Okay, there, Steve. Well, that radio sounds really good. Seems to have a little bit more punch in the audio for some reason. So that's the only difference I can tell. You're again full strength there, sir.
Okay, Chuck. Thanks. Yeah, you're coming in full strength here, also. So anyway, probably won't be here next week go around. So maybe I'll catch you next week, or if not, in between then. Anyway, VE3TOE clear and hand it back to net control. Thanks for doing that.
Okay, Steve. Well, thanks for jumping in there and letting us know and saying so long for now. Thanks again, Steve. VE3TOE in Oakville. Now let's go to West Hamilton and say hello to VA3. Obey your leader. Good evening, Deb. How are you?
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. Doing good. Just doing some Christmas shopping online. Other than that, not much going on here.
No, okay then. Well, I just thought I'd let everyone know at this time that we are streaming live on YouTube under my call sign in the search box VA3CJZ, and just look for the live button. And we are streaming the AREG Amateur Radio Exchange Group tonight. Back over to you there, Deb.
We can see you as well.
Yes, that's right. I've got a couple of cameras and also one in the laptop, which is the one I'm using now for to focus on my face. And when I get tired of looking at it, I switch it over.
Oh, very good. It's kind of nice to have some of the nets on YouTube for people who don't have a very, good enough setup to hear them or don't have any radio at all. So, good on you.
Yeah, well, the other fun part is if you're not a licensed amateur radio operator, you can always go to the YouTube page and listen in. Or if you're out of range, you can't make it in, you can also just look at the YouTube video.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think way back when, amateur radio people would never have dreamed of merging computers with radios. But look at us now.
Yes, I know, right? I know. Who would have thought? Yeah, it's come a long way for sure. And so I figured might as well take advantage of the technology and reach more people at the same time.
Well, thank you for all the work you're doing. It's muchly appreciated. And with that, I'll let you go on down the list. VA3OYL.
Okay, Deb, before you go, anything new and exciting with you in the past week?
No, not really. It's been a quiet week. I noticed the stores are getting busier and busier, so I'm avoiding them more and more. And yeah, nothing to write home about.
Okay, yeah, it's been quiet for me too. I think the furthest I've gone to is the corner store to get some cream for my milk there once or twice since the new stricter rules for shopping have been put in place. So I understand now you have to go through like a checkpoint when you enter Walmart and Canadian Tire and the dollar store they ask you a whole list of questions before they let you in.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Well, the only thing I've been doing this week is trying to keep the squirrels off my bird feeder. So I've been greasing the pole. The feeder's on a shepherd's hook, and I've been greasing the pole with Vaseline. And that only works for a day or so. So they're getting pretty crafty in how they can jump over from a tree quite a distance to the pole and then into the bowl. So I gotta
Crafty.
get craftier.
That's funny. I just said crafty. Yes, absolutely. The squirrels are pretty crafty. But geez, a Vaseline in this weather only lasts for a day or two. Well, I guess if the sun is out bright enough, you're not putting it on thick enough there, Deb. Slather it on there, and it'll be on there for a while. If not, go to Canadian Tire and get yourself some axle grease.
Yeah, yeah, I'll have to try and put it on a little thicker. And it's quite funny to see them jump up and then slide right down the pole. And I don't think it harms them,
No.
but I'm careful to not put it where some of the birds land.
Yes.
So hopefully, well, we'll see. It's giving me something to do, and you know, in the days of COVID, when you're at home with not much to do, small things like that can amuse you.
Absolutely, Deb. I've done it myself. I had a shepherd's pole in the middle of my yard, and the little buggers would constantly try and climb up there. And I'd put that Vaseline on and watch them run like the road runner, trying to get up that pole. And they just slide down. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Anyway, I should get some pictures, is what I should do.
Yes.
Maybe that'll be a project next week. We'll see. Anyway, with that, I'll give it back to you and let you carry on down the list. VA3OYL.
Okay, there, Deb. Thanks again. And yeah, just remember, don't be shy with the Vaseline. It won't hurt them. It is a petroleum product, but the amount that they'll lick off them won't kill them. So, anyways, thanks again, Deb. VA3OYL in the West End of Hamilton. Let's see if there's anyone else out there that'd like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Please come now.
Comment.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, I was rolling in my chair here laughing at you guys talking about greasing your pole. That's sweet. Sounds like you guys, and then your comment about it's not bad to eat it. Sounds like you have some first-hand knowledge there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you can put that in an open wound and it won't hurt you. I've done that plenty of times with having no what do they call that, antibiotic ointment. Slap that in there; it'll stop the bleeding. What do you think boxers and UFC fighters, the corner men do? That's what they put in there.
I know. I was just laughing over here, Chuck. It was making me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll have to get Deb to get her cell phone out there and put it on record and maybe record a 10-second clip because I don't think they can allow large files on Facebook. But yeah, it would be funny to see like I've seen it live in person. It's hilarious.
Yeah, she could always go on YouTube and search for mouse or whatever squirrel traps or not traps, but techniques to keep them away from your bird feeder. There's probably lots of info on it.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, there, Steve. Anything else?
No, I'm just testing this radio here. I'm sad to see it go, but I gotta make room here. I got too many. This is the FT 2900.
Oh yeah, it's already committed to be sold.
No, I just took it out of the box. I'm gonna test it. I'm just testing it now. I'm gonna list it this week. I'm gonna sell it. No, anyone wants it.
Oh, okay, very good then. Let us know how the testing went.
Well, I'm testing it talking to you, brother.
Oh, geez, if I would have had the camera on me right now instead of just the radio, you would have seen me almost spit up my coffee there, Steve.
It's kind of late for drinking coffee, Chuck, for me. I'm going to bed soon.
Yes, sir, I hear you, but not I. I gotta have something to keep my lips from getting too dry while I'm talking on the net. So that also helps. Okay, Steve, thanks again, sir. Let's see who else is out there wanting to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. We are streaming live on YouTube under my call sign VA3CJZ. Just look for the live button and you'll be able to follow along live if you like. Once again, this is VA3CJZ and I'm looking for new check ins. Please come now. All right, well, let's go back up to the top of the list. It's been an hour since we spoke to Garnett there. VE3 Golf November Papa.
Yeah, I'm still here, Chuck. You can hear me okay. I don't know my echo. Is my echo any better or is it the same?
It hasn't changed much to me there, Garnett, but you're fine. I mean, you're fully legible. The echo isn't overpowering your audio.
Yeah, it's in the harder room. That's the problem. So anyways, it's working. When I'm at home and I'm in a room with furniture and stuff, my cell phone sounds pretty good. There's no echo. It's just because I'm in this room, I guess. It's not the greatest room.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you were on vacation somewhere. Now you got everybody curious.
Hawaii.
Oh, that'd be nice. I also think that would have been the very first thing you said when you keyed up. So I think you're fibbing.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm inside at home right now.
Yeah, what do they call that? A home staycation.
Yes, sir. Anyway, Chuck, this is my last check-in for the night. I'm going to close this down. And then we'll probably talk another day, another way. VE3GNP 73.
Okay, there, Garnett. Thanks for hanging in there, my friend. You have yourself a great rest of the night and say hello to Patty for me. And I wish her a speedy recovery. That's VE3GNP, close to downtown Hamilton. Next on the list is over here in the, oh, no, we got, not over here, it's up on the mountain. The VE3PDL. Are you there, sir?
Never mind, so I'll pick it up. Yeah, it's back up. Bones of the gas taken off yesterday. Now it's got two springs on it now instead.
Yes, copy that on the splints. Yeah, geez, I kept mine after I did my wrist the same way there. I kept it for years because every now and again it would hurt me a little bit, so I would just put that on. It's just a metal plate inside a like a wristband type thing, right? And it helps keep your wrist in a straight position. So yeah, they're very good.
Yep, I hear you. Got two different ones. One hosts the rest, the other hosts the rest in the thumb and persistent.
Right, right. Yeah. Okay then. Thanks a lot there, Garnett, for the update. And let's see if PDL has turned the volume up, or if he's still around. VE3PDL, VA3CJZ.
Yes, I did turn it up again. Apparently, the wife has to mess with the computer now. So she was asking me something, so I had the radio turned down here, but I got my SDR on and listening to you guys on that too, but I got to get a set of speakers on it because it's just coming out of a small speaker in my monitor, and it's hard as heck to hear. The loud stations I can hear no problem, but the weaker ones, I can't hear them at all through this little rinky-dinky speaker, but at least it's up and running and got it working somewhat.
Oh, very good then. Yeah, I went and bought myself a, what is it, Altec Lansing speaker, and that's what I'm using as a speaker for the radio. I plugged in a male-to-male cord from the back of the radio to the speaker, and yeah, it works great.
You left yourself open for a funny there, but I'll let it slide, driver.
Yeah, no, okay. Well, that's very nice of you during this festive season to do that, Paul.
If I can't pick on a friend, what the world's coming to?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I hope it's not too serious with the computer.
Yeah, she's gonna redo it. There's like the operating system. I mean, I don't have to because I'm currently talking on the net.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, honey. They're calling my name. I gotta go.
Roger.
Oh, sounds like somebody's barking. All right, there, Paul. Thanks for jumping in there. Anything new that I don't know about?
No, sir. And that was just Brutus trying to tell on me. He heard what you said, so he's trying to tell Mummy. He's trying to throw me under the bus. Anyways, no, nothing to add, sir. I'll be here for the next round. Just a hello to everybody on the net here that's joined in since I was here last. B3PL, back over to you, Chuck.
Okay, very good, Paul. Thanks. All right. Well, let's go to my neighbor, VE3WKG. Kevin, are you there?
Oh, of course I'm in here. Made your comments there, too. See KKP in there, wanted to say hello to him, and he's probably going to want to maybe give you a check-in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe through your lake there. I don't know. Maybe he's got a handy talkie or something going up there. Yeah, I'm still in here, Chuck, just sitting back, doing the usual, having a beer, made myself a bottle of Kahlua. I'm zooming with Butch right now. Him and I are zooming and watching your live video, and plus I got the 7,000 going live here. Of course, I'm transmitting RF. But yeah, it's all having fun. You got a great setup there. That looks good tonight. Best I ever seen your cams. Like how you can go to that. You just switched your view there. So what do you got? Like, you got at least 3 cams going. You got that side view. You got a front view. You got the 2 radios I see, the old Yaesu and the radio there. Super clear. And whatever speaker that you're running sounds a whole lot better than it ever did before. Maybe now I can hear Antar's good in the morning when you're live streaming. Anyhow, back to you. Sounds like you got quite a few check-ins tonight. It's funny how I pointed my beam west and I was getting hard. I can get him off the side or whatever. It's funny how he comes into me good, but I'm on Zoom with Butch, and Butch has a Diamond X50 up there pretty high. Both of you have good antennas vertically. And I couldn't hear him on your thing here, and I couldn't hear him on Butch's, but booming in on me with the beam. But like you say, you got to use your beam to get him and bounce off the mountain somewhere. That's kind of weird, eh? But everything's upside down when you got an upside down antenna. Back to you, VA3CJZ, VE3WKG.
Yeah, copy that there, Kevin. Yeah, it's weird, eh? The thing is, yeah, I don't have the antenna, and when I do have the beam pointed at him, it's pointed south, and I know Art is not directly south from me; he's more southwest. But that's where I get him in, and so yeah. Unfortunately, there's some blockage there, and well, he can listen in on YouTube. And yeah, I see we got 9 people watching now live on YouTube. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I was just wondering if VE3KKP is out there on RF. He's got a handy talkie or something going or up there. Wonder if we could hear him. I know he's listening in on YouTube. He checked in with us there and put in a little comment there. Vaseline will work. I go KY jelly. Nah, we better keep her clean. It's a family nut. But anyhow, if Kevin KKP's out there, I wonder if we can pause a sec, see if he wants to key up and try and get in there. VE3WKG.
Yeah, I don't know where Kevin is there or if he can make it here, but Kevin, if you're listening, VE3KKP, if you've got your walkie there, you want to try keying up, getting in, go right ahead, sir. No, okay, I guess not there, Kevin. I don't hear him. Do you?
The frequency. I'm on high power too, eh? I'm putting out about my 50 watts, the power meter on the 7000 saying, with the 5 element beam pointing west, just wondering how I'm getting out to anybody. I know Steve in Oakville, he might not get me good off the back corner or the side or whatever, but just wonder how I'm getting out. Anyone who's next to check in or that, any comments that'd be appreciated. VE3WKG across the street from VA3CJZ.
All right, there. Thanks, neighbor. That's Kevin, VE3WKG in the East End, Hamilton. Let's pause and see if anyone else would like to check in the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, taking check ins. All right. Well, let's just see if Steve is still sticking around in Oakville there. I think he said he was taking off, but let's see if he's there. VE3TOE. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to Phil, VE3OAB. Good evening, Phil.
Good evening there, and I've been just listening to all the different comments about the squirrel, and if she's got some ties that can go around, I think it's a pole, she says, she can take a piece of aluminum and wrap it around, and then take ties and wrap that around the aluminum, and watch the squirrel hit the aluminum and slide down, and if the dog's down there, she can watch the Olympic race between the dog and the squirrel.
Absolutely there, Phil. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's funny as heck.
I've got about 5 of them in this area, and yeah, they like to jump from branch to branch. And I'm surprised because this year here, I had the oak tree trimmed of all the dead ones, and they're still able to sit there and jump. I'd say 15 to 20 feet, and just hit a small branch and keep going.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, so you know all about it.
Oh yeah, but it's just a suggestion to her. She can try that and watch the Olympics go.
Yep, absolutely. Well, like Debbie said, during this COVID-19, we got to figure ways out to keep us amused.
Yeah, that's right. That's one way of keeping herself amused. She could even make a recording of it and put it on YouTube.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. For her, she said she wanted to take pictures, but nothing beats video.
Oh, yeah, that's true about the videos now. And I got YouTube on my tablet, except I don't. What I got to do is go to one of these free places.
Oh, oh, sorry about that. What do you mean free places?
The library, different businesses have free Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're doing what John is doing up north in Manitowoc there for his extra internet. He goes to the library.
Yes, and right now they've extended the hours because the kids may have to do some of their lessons online, and they may not have uh, Wi-Fi at or the internet at their place, so they got to go either to where it's free, such as the library, or some friend of theirs that has the internet.
Yeah, I know. The government there is trying to make sure every kid that goes to school has access to the internet so they can do the e-learning and and of course now they'll be able to use it for other stuff too. I'm pretty sure, unless they only get the internet during certain times of the day during school hours. But I don't know.
Yes, I know what you mean. They're going to be spending a lot of money trying to get everybody on the internet across this province. Because when you get up north, you're, in some parts of there, you're lucky if you got power. Never mind the internet.
Yeah, reliable power. Yeah, as well. So yeah, you're right. The government is printing off money faster than they can spend it. I do know the Royal Canadian Mint is right next door to the Prime Minister's house, so there you go.
I wonder if he has the tunnel over there and he just walks over and grabs a couple of bundles and takes them back.
Yeah, well, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. Parliament Hill is on a big hill there, on the edge of the Ottawa River, and Sussex Drive, of course, is where the Prime Minister lives. I think it's 22 Sussex, and right next door is the Royal Canadian Mint, unless they moved it.
Oh, well, gee whiz, he's right in the center of everything.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he likes being the center of everything too, with that cocky smile he's always giving. Oh God. Anyways, we're not going to get into politics there, Phil. That's one of my pet peeves on the radio. No religion, no politics there, but anything else goes. Pretty much.
Oh, okay. Well, about the weather out there, it's overcast, damp, a little bit of a breeze, and I think tomorrow we're going to have sun and clouds. So I'm in favor of the sun and a lot less clouds.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Definitely. I'm a sun worshiper. That's for sure. Got to have my vitamin D. Anyhow, there, Phil. What's new with you, sir?
Um, Not a heck of a lot, except I seem to be getting a lot of static on my radio periodically. And when I go to listen to Morse code or any of that, it's almost impossible with W1AW on 160 or 80, and it's like in the evening, 40 is almost it.
Oh, is that just recent? Because They did mention we were possibly going to be getting interference from this large uh, coronal mass ejection from the sun that happened yesterday morning, and so that may cause some issues for the next couple of days.
No, it's something else that's causing it. I think one of the neighbors has got something that it's doing what it's supposed to, but it's sending out an interference that they don't know about.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not like you can see it, but apparently they're saying the solar winds that were coming to Earth were coming at 800 kilometers an hour.
Well, too bad we haven't got public transit that goes that speed. Just think how fast people would be at work at home every day.
Oh yeah, yeah, the bullet train going through Hamilton. Please hold on. Keep your hands and feet inside the car at all times. Yeah, I guess they started demolishing those 21 homes that Metrolinx purchased for the LRT from the city, and I guess they were in such disrepair from not being looked after for the last, I don't know, year. They decided to, or maybe 2 years, who knows? They decided to demolish 21 buildings.
Oh, lovely. I wonder if they're going to replace them with homes or not.
Yeah, yeah, who knows? Well, Metrolinx owns them. They bought them from the city, and so it's all theirs now. Who knows what they're going to do?
Well, I think um, they should just put homes right back, just even a wartime type home with the situation we got with low income homes today.
Yes, sir. Uh, Available house or reasonable rent and housing is very tough right now, and so a lot of people are hurting for a place to stay. That's for sure. I mean, if they had a better handle on the rent control, we wouldn't be in this mess. I mean, $1,200 for a one bedroom or two bedroom apartment, that's insane. Uh, I mean, where are we on Park Avenue in New York? Like, come on.
Yes, that's quite true about the rents. And again, we're getting into that other area, which we better get out of. Um, well, only time will tell what they're going to do with that. All we can do is just sit there and watch them demolish whatever they want to demolish. And Mother Nature will say, okay, fine, this year here, I'm going to start sprouting trees.
Yeah, yeah, who knows? All right, there, Phil. We're going to keep this rolling along, and I do thank you for your input. Anything else before we keep going?
No, nothing here. I think this will be my last round. I'm going to most likely be going over to the HF bands and see what's going on there and see if I can get anything. And 73 to all on you, and have a very safe and happy week. So VE3 OAB clear to everybody that's listening.
Okay, Phil. Thanks again for stopping in. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. I wish you well and good luck on the HF. Um, I'm sure there are openings, that will come by. Okay, well that's VE3OAB. Let's see if anyone else out there would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ, streaming live on YouTube under my call sign, VA3CJZ. Just look for the live button. Any new check ins, please come now. Okay, then, nothing heard. Let's go to see if RPAD is still here. VA3VAD.
Sorry, Chuck. I got hello. Scanner's running. I'm doing some tests here. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. I got a few things. Hold on. Oh my God. No, I was running like 3, 4 scanners and radios, and I was testing the how the signals are coming in on what antenna.
Oh, okay, okay. I did notice there was a slight hum there when you first keyed up, but it since died down a little bit.
No, that was the computer speaking you on the computer, and when I'm on the 2 meter side, it's a cheap Chinese one of those. I'm using a laptop, and the speaker is not the best on it, so I'm using one of those cheap dual plastic ones, and they are not that good at all. So that's what it is. Yeah, the feedback or something is coming back on it. So yeah, I just turned them off.
Oh, okay, okay. So everything working out okay then?
Yeah, I have a few scanners, and actually, I use a different. I have like 4 antennas on the roof for the 2 meter, and it was quite interesting actually. I was checking the signals so on my scanner with the discon antenna. I can hear one of the station who checked in. He was coming in with full scale. I did not able to hear it on the X50 or the beam antenna, but it was full scale on the scanner. So it looks like my scanner is the most sensitive scanner with the discon.
Yes, yes. Everything seems to work differently. Um, some some antennas will receive better, others will transmit better. You know.
Yeah, and what I noticed is the X50. What I'm using right now, I'm transmitting on the X50. The noise level after like 8 o'clock, no, after 5 o'clock, 5:15 actually exactly, 5:15 the noise comes on, and it stays like S7, S9. So right now I have S7 noise signal. So that's why if anybody is less than S7, I cannot able to hear them. On the beam, it was an S4 today. So it was, but the scanner antenna, which one is the discon antenna, is not picking up that noise. So it's picking up the big signal. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to utilize that scanner. It's a new scanner actually. It's a software-defined scanner. It's made by Uniden. It's an SDS 200. I have two of them, one SDS 200 and an SDS 100. That's the same thing, but it's the handheld version. So yeah, that's what I was listening and comparing the signals, so I would know if I just want to do some listening, which one to use. And yeah, this X50 is a great antenna and everything, but picking up lots of noise.
Ah, I see. I have uh, I have a scanner here. It's a handheld. It's a Bearcat Uniden Bearcat 4, I think it is. Geez, it cost me like over $500 when I bought it brand new there. But of course now you can't hear as much as you used to because of DMR and all the digital encryption they have now. So you know.
Yeah, well, these new scanners, they pick up everything basically. But if you get the Uniden one, you have to buy the titlement. Basically, what that is, the scanners they come P25 included. Now, P25 would be used by the ambulance departments or OPP. That's included. And they have, for example, DMR is built in, but you cannot use you have to buy something called a titlement. They're selling them for like $50. So it is already included, but because they have to pay a royalty to the DMR company, whoever invented DMR, they have to pay that. So to activate it, you have to send the money into them, and they'll send you a code. You put that code in the scanner, then it unlocks the DMR portion, and it it does different modes. Actually, it decodes something like what I never even heard, some pro voice. That's we never even use. I never heard it before. You do have to buy a titlement for that one as well, and uh, I can't remember what was the third one. They have I think it's a Kenwood system, which one you have to buy a titlement. So it's like three of them. It's going to cost you like $150 extra if you want to listen to the digital mode. And but the nice part is, for example, when you are listening on a DMR, and you want to get on that frequency, you have to know not only the frequency, you need to know the time slot, the group code, and digital ID codes to get on it. So you need all that information, and this scanner is decoding all that. So it's a good that way. And if you buy a very expensive AOR receiver, it decodes the audio, but it's not going to give you all the like what time slot and what's the tar group number and all that.
Chuck, you've had somebody in there shortened twice.
Okay. Larry, go ahead and pick it up.
Yep, go ahead, Art. VE3, I'll be right back to you, KCI. Yep, okay, Art, 7-3s. VE3, I'll be out here. It's Larry. Take care, Art. Have a good week. We'll probably catch you up next week there. Hopefully, Chuck will have the beam set up. He can point at you. And I'll relay that back to Chuck there, Art. 7-3. Take care. Okay, I'm signing off there. KCI is going to sign off, Chuck. He shorted a couple times. That's why I broke in there. So he just want to say 7-3s to everybody. And as you heard the rest of it, you'll hopefully have your beam pointed that way for him.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. There, we'll be ready for him next week. So just pass that along and tell him I wish him well, and we'll talk to him next week.
Yep. Okay. If you're still in there, KCI, Chuck wishes you well, and we'll talk to you next week. Relay for Chuck there. Nope, I think he's gone there, Chuck. VE3 LBI clear.
Okay, there, Larry. I was just going to get to you after RPAD and to check on Art there because he usually likes to say goodnight around this time. So looks like he beat me to it.
Yeah, he shorted in there twice. Actually, I think Kevin heard him too. Yeah, he did. As a matter of fact, I'm just looking at it on here. He's typed something into the what do you call it, YouTube page. But anyways, okay, you picked him up, so that's good. And like I said, he said to 7-3, everybody.
Okay, very good there, Larry. Thank you again. Let's go back to RPAD there real quick. I forget where we were there, RPAD. The scanner, yeah. Well, that's all right. You pay a fee and they unlock it for you.
Yeah, basically, how it works when you buy the scanner, it's already included. All the hardware, whatever you need, software, everything is included for the decoding. But the scanner company Uniden doesn't want to pay the royalty fee, they call it, I guess. And the only digital mode which one it would decode, that would be P25. And P25 is being used everywhere, so that's good. And you may not going to need the Pro Voice, for example, or I don't know what's the other one. I think Pro Voice, that's a Kenwood system or whatnot. But basically, you have a choice if you want it or not. But it is included. So but you ever sell the scanner and you unlocked it, then you paid the extra money. You can sell it for more money.
That's how it is, and probably that's how they're going to work in the future. But it is amazing. Now, these scanners, what they do not decode is DMR. No, sorry, DMR decodes, but D-Star. D-Star and Yesu system is the fusion. They don't do that, and they're never going to able to do that unless they're going to give out a software update, because when I did my research, what they said was, for these companies, it's just not worth it, because there's not big market to put that decoding system for the ham radios what we are using. So that's good. At least the scanner guys, they're not able to going to hear us if we go into the ham radio digital mode.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, that's good then. Yeah. Well, that's a good safety feature, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, that's why Akshay, Gary, and I, last night, for example, Huey, Gary, and I, we were talking on the repeater in Toronto, and we were on we are in here in Hamilton, but we use the one on the top of the first Canadian place, and we were talking in D-Star mode, and now that's what I explained to Gary. If there is an emergency, it's going to come and something happens, right? Now we are ham radio operators. If I'm going to send a message, for example, I'm going to call on my FM radio, like simplex or through the repeater. If I'm going to call the Salvation Army in Toronto, and we're going to request some food, water, or blankets or whatever to the shelter here in Hamilton. Um, Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to tell them, they're going to say when they're going to ship it, and the robber, somebody who has a scanner, they can hear us, or they can have a Bofang radio, they can able to hear us, and they can steal the shipment. Now, if you send that information through the D-Star system, there's a you have to have a D-Star radio to hear the. Yeah, you can get a special computer and whatnot, but there's a bigger chance nobody's going to hear you. So or a fusion, for example. Then you would tell the Salvation Army guys in digital mode what we need, and they can hear us. Now the OPP is going to go into. They are on digital right now, P25 digital, but they are going to go into encryption. So basically, on these digital modes, you can put an encryption code, and if you don't have that code, you cannot hear them, cannot talk to them. So that's what they're going to do. The Hamilton police are already on that, Toronto police on that, P region, the Durham region, all the police. The OPP is still open though.
Yes, that's right. If your radio happens to go down to the lower 400s there, this this other Yezu I have there doesn't go down that low. Only goes down to 420. So I do know that one of them is on around here is on 413 megahertz there. So that's good. Anyways.
Yeah, actually, that would be the rebroadcast, and why they do that? They do that for tow truck drivers, so they can able to communicate with them. And that's what you are listening here in this radio. That's in Burlington. It's a very limited range. It doesn't have the big range, but what they're aiming at is the Niagara region tow truck drivers. And there are three frequencies what they're using in Ontario actually. And now, if you're traveling anywhere in Ontario, you put those three frequencies into your scanner, and you may going to pick up the rebroadcast. And now they are most of the time they are in digital mode, but that's an analog rebroadcast they call it. And you can go on onto the website. I can't remember the name of the website where the scanner programs are. Um, I slip my mind right now what's the name of the website, but they're publishing all three frequencies. So basically, you can put it into your radio and just let it scan those three frequencies, and when you get to an area, you can able to hear them.
Yes, I think you're talking about radioreference.com.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you look on there, OPP rebroadcast, whatever it is, and yeah, it is in FM. So even with the Bofang radio, you can hear them.
Ah, that's very good. Very interesting. All right, Arpad. Thanks for all that info. It's very interesting indeed. Anything else before we move along? We're going to be starting last call soon.
Yeah, I'm going to check out, and we're going to put on a movie, I guess. And we did not go for a dog walk. We just let them go outside because it's a little bit coolish. I'm not sure. I don't know. The wife doesn't want to go. I guess I was too scared to go outside. It's dark. You know what I mean. 73. Good night, guys. Yeah, always good to hear you.
All right, Arpad. Same here. Always good to hear you, sir. You've always got interesting topics to chat about. Okay, VA3VAD in East Hamilton. Thank you, sir. Next, let's go to VE3MRB. How about VA3 Alpha Kilo India? Victor Echo 3 Charlie Echo Uniform. Okay, that takes us to Butch. VE3 PFH. Butch, you're there.
Yeah, we're still listening here. Oops. Yeah, we're still listening. I wanted to say there, I went to Tim Hortons there earlier, and they say the next time I come through, I got to wear a mask in the drive-through.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's going to be impossible. There's no way I'm going to be wearing a mask in my truck driving.
Okay, well, that's a new one. I'll have to pass that along to the better half there. So now that's the one on Kenilworth?
Yeah, that's the one that told me next time I come in, I got to wear a mask through the drive-through.
Or you won't get your coffee and donuts. Wow, eh? Okay. Interesting. That's the first I've heard of it.
Anyways, yeah, we're just listening. Going to be shutting things down here shortly. So good night. Have a good night, everyone.
All right there, Pete. Thanks for the info and checking into the net. Much appreciated there, my friend. And so, like I said, we'll pass that along. Okay, VE3PFH. Let's see if Deb is still around there. I think we might start off last call with Deb. VA3OYL.
I'm here. I'm just looking at D-Star radios. I had a DMR radio, but I didn't use it much. So I figured, oh well, I'll get rid of it. But it still keeps calling me, digital radio a little bit. Anyway, good night, Chuck. I will hopefully catch you again next week. And keep up the good work. And thanks for all that you do. So I'll say good night to all. VA3OYL.
Okay there, Deb. Thank you again for stopping in. Hope you checked out the YouTube feed. We're still live on YouTube under my call sign VA3CJZ. And yeah, hopefully it was a little bit different this week. We thought we'd change it up and have a little bit of fun with the cameras. Okay, sounds like somebody wants to check in there, but keeps just getting a quick key in there. If there's a station wanting to break in, go ahead.
B3BK, are you hearing me okay, Chuck?
There we go. Rick. Yes, sir. I got a good a good signal on you now. You were just quick key up and let go, quick key up and let go. I couldn't hear anything. So just stand by a second there, Rick, and we'll get back to you. Okay, Deb, thank you again. And you have a great rest of the week. And we'll catch you next week, hopefully. And yeah, check out the contests this week. There's something for everyone. There's CW, there's digital, and there's phone. So check out contestcalendar.com. Contest calendar, one word.com, and you'll see all the contests coming up. Okay, that was Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Yankee Lima. Obey your leader. All right, well, let's go to Rick now, VE3BK.
Yeah, okay, Chuck. We just proved that you got to look at the mic there and make sure you're pushing the button down every time. Anyway, yeah, this weekend, just so everybody knows, the band conditions are good. The ARRL 10-meter contest is on this weekend. December the 12th, Zero Zoo, that's actually Friday night, I think. Goes till 2400 to December 13th. That'll be on Sunday. So it's a 48-hour contest. And if 10 meters is open, which the band's been pretty darn good lately. So if 10 meters is open, used to be you could work the world with 3 watts. And so your antenna does a lot for you. But anyway, last week I didn't get checked in time. Chuck, you weren't there last week. I guess Paul ran it last week. And by the time it was right about this time, I was done on 10 meters with Renzo. And I turned it on and nobody was there. So I guess they was a little bit shorter there. Anyway, you do a great job. And I checked YouTube before when you first got on. I turned on YouTube just to listen on there, and looks pretty good. Looks pretty good on YouTube. So anyway, I don't know who was on at that time. I didn't spend very long at it there because we went to HR. But anyway, I thought I'd better check in here before it's over this time. And so I don't know who else was in there, but good evening to everybody that's there. And Chuck is doing a great job as usual. So VA3CJZ from V3BK.
Okay there, Rick. Thanks for stopping in early, making sure you had time to check in. Yeah, last week something came up at the last minute and could not make it, unfortunately. But we're here now, and yeah, this is our first live broadcast for the AREG on YouTube under my call sign VA3CJZ. And so after I check it out after the net, if all sounds good and looks good to me, we might do this every week. There, over to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, well, Parker, VA3WPS, is doing that for the Monday night net that I run. And, even when we went over to 10, he was doing it. So, with his radio, he's running 7300, and it's got the waterfall on it. You can check out what you look like on the scope and everything. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, back to you, and thanks for being there again. VA3CJZ, V3BK.
Yeah, very good there, Rick. Yeah, everybody, works with what they have. I don't have a big budget, but I got some speakers, and that's what we got. Until we get a switch to have the radio go direct, we're just going to do it this way. As long as it sounds okay at the other end, I'm good with that. Anyhow, thanks, Rick, again for checking in, and you have yourself a great rest of the week, and we'll talk to you again soon. That's VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Okay, anybody else out there want to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Any check-ins, please come now.
VE3 RYI.
Okay, VE3RYY. Good evening, George. How are you?
VE3RYI.
Oh,
Real
sorry.
young and innocent. How you doing, Chuck? Can't stay long. Just had a friend come in. So I just key up and put another one on the frying pan for you. It's Scrapper.
Oh, okay. Mark, is it?
Yeah, I heard you, Paul. Sorry, brother. Had to throw that in. How you doing? Okay, all right. Surviving. Getting over it. But anyways, I gotta go. We just had company come in. I just stuck around just so I can get my call in so Chuck can put her in the log. Roger, I didn't mean to jump in, Chuck. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Not a problem. Not a problem. And well, thanks, Mark. What's new with you?
Not much of anything. Getting new glasses tomorrow. Getting washer and dryer. Just spending money and not making it. What do you say?
Oh, I know. Hey, sometimes you got to spend what you don't have, or you don't have it yet. But anyways, glad to hear you're in good spirits, sir. And thanks for stopping by and checking in. Much appreciated, sir. I don't know if you know, but we were just talking about transmitting live on YouTube under my call sign, VA3CJZ. So if you want to check it out, please do so. And if everything works out okay, we'll be doing it next week as well.
Okay, Chuck. Well, anyways, I ain't gonna shut it down. I'm just gonna jump out of here, go see who's visiting us, and then maybe back in a little bit. Everybody take care. VE3RYI. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay, thank you, Mark. VE3RYI. Oh, it's hard to say three times fast. Okay, well, with that, we're on last call round, and PDL is next. VE3PDL, your turn, sir. Last call.
I don't know what to say now. I interrupt so many times. I run out of stuff to say when it comes around to my turn. Anyway, sorry about that, Chuck. Yeah, no disrespect, man. Just gotta throw my couple cents in here and there. But that was funny between Mark and I. So yeah. Anyway, good job, sir, and thanks for letting us all check in and keeping us all um, our attention all gathered here for 2 hours, and we get to hear everybody's chit chats and how everybody's doing, and it's kind of cool. So especially with it online there. Anyway, we'll pass it back to you, sir. 7-3 to all. I'll be listening along. V3PDL, back over to you, John.
All right, thanks, Paul. Much appreciated. Thanks for sticking around, and didn't have to wait too long for you there when you stepped away. All right, Paul. Always a pleasure. VE3PDL. Next is my neighbor, Kevin. VE3WKG. Last call, Kevin. Okay, let's go to VE3TOE. Steve, last call. Okay, nothing heard. Phil, I think checked out. Well, let's try him. VE3OAB. Okay, well, there's 1 minute left. Let's see if anybody else out there would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Well, it's now time to close this evening's Amateur Radio Exchange Group. AREG. Tonight marks week 1421 that the AREG has been active. I'd like to thank everyone for participating in this week's AREG, and I look forward to hearing from you again next week. We have had, in total, including myself, 15 check-ins. So good job, and hope you all enjoyed yourselves and enjoyed the live stream on YouTube. Until then, Stay safe. Have a great rest of the week. This is VA3 CJZ saying 7-3 and good night.